do? What it do? We back in the garage, man. I got the gloves on because honestly, only your car be dirty, so I'm trying to not get my hands super filthy. Doing part number 2 of the video, man. So what we're about to do is I got the trans out, so y'all remember from last video. We got the trans out, we got the old clutch out. I went and got a pilot bearing puller from AutoZone. I don't really like the looks of it. They didn't have the one I wanted, but I got this one. I ended up getting this one from AutoZone. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I'm about to get in the car and look real quick and check it out. Probably the first thing I'm gonna do, get ready to get the new clutch installed. Put the new pilot bearing in, put the new clutch in. Ordered the MGW shifter, the little flat stick one. What else did I get? I got some motor oil. I got the driven race oil or whatever. I got some new spark plug wires. And I got the e-brake assembly because my e-brake has been broken for, man, I don't know how many years. It's been a long ass time though. So I got all that yesterday. I ordered all that last night so that we don't have the trans out too long because I should have been thinking to order this stuff earlier. That way I can go ahead and I could have slapped the trans back in today. But it is what it is. We're gonna get the clutch in. Enough talking. Let's get to work. Yeah, it's like an hour later. End up going to AutoZone. 2 AutoZones. Got a bearing puller that didn't work. It was damaged. Took it back and got a blind hole bearing puller which actually worked. So y'all can see this real quick. This is the bearing puller tool I got from AutoZone and I rent it. It's $100, so just rent it, take it back, get your money back. This is the tool that I use. This is the smallest one in here. Once you screw that open, these little arms open up a little bit and it catches the bearing. Hook that up to the slide hammer and just, it knocks it out. Probably about 1 or 2 good hits, pulls it right on out. I greased up my bearing a little bit. Here's the old one, which, mind you, it's a little loose. The other one has quite a bit of a resistance to it, but this is the old one that was in there. And yeah, got the other one in there. I use this part and just put it up against the bearing and hit it with a mallet. Got it flush. It was good to go. So now what we're about to do is inspecting the clutch. This is the Mcleod, I think it's the RXT. It's good up to about 1200. Got my alignment marked there so you can kind of see where everything should go. I'm about to take this apart and put it on the car. Get ready. All right, man. Y'all see the box is empty. And with stickers left. Let's get up under the car. Let y'all see what's going on. So we got our Mcleod RXT clutch. It's a twin disc. It wasn't that bad of an install, man. You got your 2 discs. You got your, I think it's a floater disc or something like that goes between them. And then your pressure plate. As long as you follow the instructions, there's also this. It's hard to mess it up, really, because you got this. I don't know if you guys can see this with the lighting, but see this little mark right here? Kind of keeps everything aligned. So as long as you line everything back up, put it in there right, you shouldn't have any issues, and torque it down correctly, should be good to go. It's a pretty simple install, guys. Obviously it'd be easier if you had the engine out, but there it is. It's in there. Clutch is installed. Now we just waiting on parts now. All right, guys, we're back. We're working on the second cylinder, and we were kind of struggling trying to figure out how to replace this plastic piece. So this is the throwout bearing support, I think is what it's called. But it's plastic and it can fail. So you go with that billet replacement over there. And Snake Eater is graciously holding this. Basically, there's a ring that goes on top of this. You pull down this sleeve, and then you pull this ring out right here. Kind of got to pry it off. It's on there pretty good, but I'm going to put the bearing on there. If I can. I'm going to put this ring back on. Sorry for not an in-depth install, guys, but we're getting a little frustrated trying to figure this out. So, let me just All right, so your boot's not supposed to be down like that. I'm gonna fix that in just a second. But that's what. Yeah, this is on top of that. Cool. So I'm gonna fix this boot, but essentially that's what it's supposed to look like, guys. And that little metal ring keeps it from shooting out. All right, guys, so that's the finished product. Like I said, your throwout bearing comes right off. Slide that back on there. And that goes in your transmission. And I believe the speed bleeder hooks onto this. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. And this is my speed bleeder right here. I will confirm that in the next video. It's not gonna be in this one. I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. But we got our throwout bearing, clutch is installed. We got our new billet bearing. This is the old one right here. That can fail, so make sure you guys be changing it out. Changing out your clutch and all that, change that out. So tomorrow, waiting on parts still, so I don't know when stuff's gonna be in, but we'll be tinkering. As you can see, we putting in some heavy work. Shout out to my boy Snake Eater coming through. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna wrap the video right here, man. Catch y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, like, do all that stuff, man. Keep it locked.